Yeah, as I was saying, it's gorgeous down here, the boats and the water's coming up. But when the dams open the dams up, it's really going to rise tonight. But not sure how far, but that's up to nature. It's up to God. Yeah, so show the difference between my CCTV and this GoPro I've got on my 4K. I love just looking at these beautiful properties, but I live down just up the road. This is an exclusive area that I bought exclusive where I am, and I've got an exclusive area in the hills, but that's nothing to brag about. But Zelenka's over there, Zelenka. No, she's the love of my life, seriously. Just love all these beautiful properties. Look at the waterline coming up now. Look how dirty it is. But there's a lot of sharks, bull sharks, all up and down. Doesn't matter how far you go down. The bay's full of them, but it's got white pointers and whales and the dolphins and the seals. But this section is a little bit deadly, but especially with the dirty water, you can't see them. But I thought I saw one before cruising past. It's getting late in the afternoon, but safe up here? I'm joking, but I wouldn't be going in there even up to my ankles. I warn people, sort of you Australians and all that. Yeah, not supposed to park here, but I'll keep going up. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this part. Got to keep going, back on the road. I'll keep it running a bit, and see you in the next video. Maybe? Hooroo for now. Take it easy, look after yourself. This has been a Soul Man production on the road Australia. Thanks for watching. Hooroo. So what's that? Don't know Bobby. Hooroo. Well, that's my trade me. Anyway guys, seriously. Okay guys, gotta get up here. See ya. The duck pond's full, and over there's a little bit, it's come right up now, right out. Should have put the drone up, but I haven't got time. Maybe I'll put it up another day and add it to this one, but it won't be the same conditions. But anyway, well, it might be. I'll pick a day it's raining just to make it look good, but it's not about looking good, it's about getting the right conditions and being able to show people from overseas in Australia what it's like in Australia, and where I am and where I'm going and where I'm gone now. But it's not for here. There's a speed camera here too, and I know these roads back to front, and this one is a deadly speed camera, this one. To put my windows up. Hi Kim, hi Sky, hi Heather, hi Werner, hi Drew, and yeah, let's go guys. So I'm watching my battery. I've got my back windows up with Bobby and it affects your ears, but I'm used to that with the mountains. I just wanted to show you a quick run through. Here's like a bit of a drive, but at the same time I'm checking out the Hythe River, and I might just drop in another national park and I'll just keep going. So thanks for being patient. Just gotta watch around here as it gets darker. We've got the fog lights on. Not that it's foggy here too much, but the mountains it will be for sure. And I'm trying to reserve some of this battery to be able to show you the fog maybe later tonight on the mountains, over a section of the mountains. Show you the fog at night. It's pretty, people would get it, a lot of people would drive in it, but I grew up down there, so I'm used to it. And you got to watch these hairpins, a bit of a hairpin, not a real hairpin, and just take it easy. And I'm going to just pull it out here, George River National Park. Hey guys, I just went into a news agent to get a lotto, a Powerball for tonight. Anyway,
we do know that
going to the first one, and these two shops are owned by the same people. Going to the first one, and the girls shut the door. All the old people waiting outside all lined up. They were upset in the pouring rain. So I thought I'll go up the top one, the top of the hill, which is, apparently the owner owns both of them, whatever. Then I took it up there, and all I was after then was a wallet and Milano. So I said to the guy behind the counter, I said, mate, I went down to your other store, and I told him I always pull people out the rain. He didn't really care. I said, mate, who owns both these stores? What's his name? Oh, he's from Kenya. And I said, I beg your pardon? Kenya. I said, he's operating here from overseas. Yeah. Unbelievable. So I said, give me his name. So, what is it? Shu. And he didn't know his surname, Shu or something, but I'll find it out. Anyway, I'm going to contact the authorities now. This is unbelievable, putting old people through that garbage. You know, I just tell it as it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm upset about this poor. I'm going to go check on them now. And I'm trapped in this bloody parking spot. I'm going to go check on those elderly people now, and
saying that that's a goal, because again, everybody is different and should have this discussion with your doctor.
And I will.
But I really think that we are overly aggressive, and I've met many older people above 70 who, when their blood pressure even gets to the 110s, so systolic blood pressure,
yeah. Anyway, guys,
118.
G'day guys, just want to check on everybody and see they're okay. In Sydney at the moment, it is absolutely pouring. I'm sitting on the side of the road, can't even see, so it's pulled over. Unbelievable. Anyway, but this is Australia. No climate change. What a load of garbage. Elbow. Yeah guys, seriously, I've got a whole heap of videos away on the Road Australia silent production videos. I've got Blue Angel, which I've been doing, which I don't know if anybody's been watching that, and I'm watching it now myself, but there's no views. So it's up to you, you give me a helping hand or not, but I just did one debunking certain things, certain apps, and GhostTube, and all these in different parts, guys. There's GhostTube, and hang on, just check this. GhostTube, and there's picking up some things there. So that's live while I'm talking to you. So also with the EMF meter, did one on that, but they're both part ones, but I've got plenty more, but I've had them in the wings. I have been very sick, as I said, coughing, blood, but it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So anyway guys, let's all fight on and keep going and keep this great country of ours, and stop criticising everybody around the world, and don't criticise Israel, guys. That's a no-no. That's a holy country, and my mum was Latin Catholic, Irish, and she was alive today, actually. And I taught the values, and I'm actually sitting outside a church around one of my first Holy Communion and confirmation in '71. And I've showed this in all the videos, and that's my have you seen one of those before? There's no one in them around, and so
explain.
So
explain to me,
it's working now. So anyway guys, and my cross and everything, and I mean, I'm a strict Catholic, but not that strict. I mean, you can everywhere. God is everywhere.
Ship.
Can't read
Ship.
that. What's it say?
Ship, yeah, I got a boat.
Sheep. You said sheep?
Ship. I couldn't
Or
see
sheep?
it. So anyway, guys,
Oh,
yeah, bit of common sense and yeah. So there's people who make money off religion and push it and all that sort of stuff. I've got no time for them. So as you know, if you're one of my subscribers, I make all different variety of videos, traveling, lots of things. When I started doing ghost hunts, I was getting insect bite trials, but I'm going after them, they come after me again. So I've had to shut my channel down several times over the years, as you know. And anyway, guys, love is all. I've got to hit the road. Starting to slow down. I feel like vomiting. And had a beautiful lunch. Too much. I don't need copyright for that. So anyway, guys, add a bit of music maybe. See how we go. And love yous and leave yous.
Soulman Productions.
And,
Sydney, Australia. Peru.
Look,
Bye.
there you go. Hooroo. Bye.
Funny speaker.
Bye, guys. Hooroo. Bobby. Bobby. Where's Bobby? Look. It's Bobby's teddy bear. Alright, guys. Bye-bye. Bob. So just continuing along Henderson Drive, and it's a beautiful bridge out to the left which you can't see, which is the railway bridge which is there, and that crosses over the river. This is going to end up in a documentary. And there's the walkway bridge, which looks like the harbour bridge. Scaled down version of Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's quite spectacular. That goes across the other side to where Ian Thorpe lives. Soldiers Point, not Soldiers Point, Sandy Point and all those sort of areas. So, I think the float will be up here today, which is some anyway, but I know where the big one is going to be big. And I know they're on the main road, the main road, which is Milpera, Shipping, Milpera Road. After the speed limit here is very dangerous sections I can't see. I'm quite enjoying doing this down up here. But I need to get back to the boat. So the river's up, way up. But it hasn't broken exactly yet, but it will break tonight. It's not, even if the rain doesn't continue, the Borragamba Dam and the other dams will just released. So it will come. The good thing about those dams is the whole series of them, all on the same section, and they slow the water down. It's a good design, and that was designed by Bradfield, who designed the Sydney Harbour Bridge originally. He designed most of the stuff in Sydney. Brilliant man, engineer like myself. I need to go up and drill the section, but I need to get out a bit too. But I need to. The rain's slowing down a bit. Just put it back to so you can see. I can't see. I'll just go down here, guys. I've got cars on my backside. Tailgaters. This is Australia. On the road to Australia, guys. So this is a off-the-cuff video like I normally do. No scripts or anything. And yeah, I had a blood infection too. Travelled around my body and knocked me out for a while, but I discharged myself from hospital because I work with myself. So there's a few people down here. There's a few larger puddles, which means this is it's all flooded to my right with excavating. So this is a lake which comes off the river. So it's slowed down by the intake, and this is where I used to go on a submarine first, and if you remember it, my underwater submarine, my M2, and then I started going to like La Perouse and the coast and up the coast and everywhere. So the lake's starting to come up now. I was worried about this battery on this. It's coming up, I can see it coming up. But this has slowed down because there's no sharks in here, there shouldn't be, because the water coming in is too shallow. But there's plenty of fish, there's plenty of mullet, they jump out in the afternoons. People come down here and fish galore, and you're not allowed to throw a net out, but some people do. They shouldn't do it, it's legal, but I'm not saying that. The fish, the mullet, everything they pull in is huge. And there's a walkway around where that little pier is over. That's where I used to take Bobby, and right around. Oh, my car just stalks. Bloody clutch! I let it out. Doesn't matter. I can turn the car off a bit because Bobby's asleep, and the other one is too. I got this for Bobby. A little titty bitty. Anyway, I'll show you later. So. Open the window up a bit. There's a few people walking around, a bit silly, but I know why they're here. I'm not going to say that on camera. But they're looking at me because I've got my Air Force cap on. They think I'm a cop sometimes. So, because I was in the Air Force when I was young, when I first started, and engineering, and then I did my pilot's license and all that, so I'm allowed to wear all the gear. My dad was in the Second World War, but in the Navy. We didn't have the Air Force back then. It's part of the Navy, but I'm allowed to purchase it because I can use his registration number even though he's passed away. I've got all his medals and everything, but I don't always hardly ever use them, but just on the travels, until I got to know everybody down there. So guys, around to the right, just when we go out is a beautiful walkway tracks, and then over there comes around, does a loop-de-loop, and there's 4 more lakes over to the right. So it's a beautiful walk. You spend all day here, and then finally you can go down the river. There's different sections where you get off. Look at my battery. Yeah, all the people are leaving now to see me here. They think I'm a cop, but I'm not. Well, I'm a Justice of the Peace and Rights and stuff. The Justice Department, all that. But looks like I'm a cop, and I'm not really. But the cops love me on the road because I do all that sort of stuff for them, and you know, and cars slow down the freeway. Anyway, but I don't care about that. But and I've got my 2-way radio, UHF, VHF. VHF for the boat, then in the car, UHF and VHF. I've got 2 sets of radios. The long distance with the aerial, which is over there, and I've got my handheld, I've got it on here, which I can use locally, or if something happens to the main one, I've got this as a backup, which is really cool. But that's how I've always done on my boat, so I've got that experience. Yeah, so with the hospital thing, I got septic, my blood went really bad, and I thought I was going to die, and other things I have got, but I won't mention those, which are more serious, but that's knocked me out a bit. But I discharged myself from hospital. I wouldn't do that unless I knew it was safe myself, and all the surgeons and doctors know me anyway, but I call them first name basis. I just rang one then, his name was Sean. Because I wanted to go and have some more infusions down at Shell Harbour. I will in the next few days, but I'm on these, trying these new tablets, and they're working really good. But I've coughed everything up, and but it looks like on my lungs that this is personal stuff now, guys, that I picked up something from Thailand or something, and I said, I've never been there. Doc, Sean, Frank, all the others. And then the wards were freezing cold, and that's the first hospital I designed and built. It's ridiculous. And even the younger ones know me now, but I know everybody. So So yeah, so stay was there again for a few days, and you know had issues before and all that, but my heart's good now. I think it looks like it had the ultrasound and the sonar of the other type, the newer one, and they were very nice. The doctor was from Birmingham, and he was just telling me all the troubles I got over there at the moment. Thought I'd slip that in. So yeah, I'm going to drive down to the end. And I'll just show you, then I'm going to turn around, then I'm going to go back around Hendrewton and drive, because I need to pick up some other stuff from my friends, but I just then continue down the coast from there, which is quicker. It's still going to take me a couple of hours, but I'm determined to go down today. It knocked me out with the other stuff, but unfortunately, it's been teeming down with rain and storms, and I can't hardly even say I can't hardly see the road, but you know me, doesn't worry me. And I have still got my Merc. That's over at in the hills area. But this little car, it's I won't say it's under the hood, but it goes like a rocket. But it's an ex-something car from ACT for my relatives. But and the ACT police were quite happy. He used the highway control, and that's the fact. The thing goes on a rocket, but nobody knows that. But I've got all the stuff in there, all the equipment and plugs in. But anyway, besides all that, that's all trivial. I'm not going to brag about myself, but just handy on my long trips at night. And I talk to all the truckies, and you know, if I break down, because I broke down once for 2 days on the mountains. Me and Bobby almost froze to death. Then the battery went flat, ran out of fuel, battery went flat, and the windows were down. We just hugged. I couldn't get out of the car because the semis were flying past and there's no room. So I just crawled over the back, grabbed my jackets, and we just stayed there all the next day, and all night, and all the next day to the night. Then finally the coppers come. Finally somebody got it. Because I was waving trucks down with my little tiny torch in the car. Nobody could see me. I would have been killed. Me and Bobby. That was just me and Bobby then. Just a while back. So it was a bit of an eye-opener, and gave me a bit of a, you know what I mean, about things that happen around the world at the moment. So more so. I mean, I've always been a Catholic and everything, but more so some stuff happened. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just going to drive down here. I'll explain the other stuff in another video one day, but I've got to go. What's up, Bobby? What's over there? Rabbit? Anyway, guys, hang on a sec. Excuse me. I need to just keep going. I'm right out once with the car in my new house, but up in Sydney. There's too much violence up here at the moment, and it's all getting cleaned up at the moment. What's going on in the world and other countries, and pretty scary, but old Trump's he's doing a lot of good stuff, and he's trying to avoid a third world war, and people don't realise if they didn't happen, we still had that Biden character there or someone, we'd be all gone, and that's a fact. So a bit of an insight. Now down here is all around the parklands. And
are you over 65 and receiving care through a government home care package but feel like you don't get enough hours?
So this is another national park down here, and this is one of the places normally floods first. Well, yeah, sure. But I mean, it's already flooded up to other sections. We're around this area. Gotta be careful going in a little bit, but I'm used to all this with the other all passes. I go up and down all the time, travelling all over the place. So this is where I used to live down here. I've got to pop in here now and have a look at something, and I need to pick up my package as well. That's a nice boat today. So this is, I've always grown up with boats, and this area here, it's all boating, and it's gorgeous area, guys. So you should do yourself a favour and get down here. The water's very murky, of course, we've got to expect that. There are a lot of sharks in here, a lot of sharks, bull sharks especially. There are some white pointers up near the bay, but even here they come right up. I'll get out in a second. Maybe I'll switch to my phone. Anyway guys, sharks come right up here, especially in the afternoons and at dusk and early in the morning, and people go fishing, but they get in the water a bit. I should get out. There's a wharf over there where I put my boat sometimes. It's deep here, there's a canal, there's something moving over there in the water. Could be a shark very slowly, but there's a lot of mullet. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. It's moving slowly to my left, over almost in front at 1 o'clock. Anyway guys, I'll switch over to my phone.